Trita Parsi slams U.S.-Israel strikes on Iran as reckless gamble that could spark nuclear proliferation. June 22, 2025, Al Jazeera report. Washington, Tehran. In a high-stakes interview with Al Jazeera, Trita Parsi, executive vice president of the Quincy Institute for Responsible Statecraft, sharply criticized the recent joint U.S.-Israel strikes on Iran's nuclear infrastructure, warning that the move could backfire disastrously and guarantee Iran's transformation into a nuclear weapons state within the next decade. The U.S. military confirmed strikes on 3 key Iranian nuclear sites, Isfahan, Fordo, and Natanz, early Sunday morning, with President Donald Trump declaring the sites completely and fully obliterated. The coordinated strikes come in the wake of Israel's surprise offensive on June 13, which was reportedly aimed at stopping what it claimed was an imminent Iranian nuclear breakthrough. However, according to Parsi, the attacks are more likely to incentivize nuclear proliferation rather than prevent it. If the US and Israel can attack a non-nuclear Iran with such impunity, it sends a clear message to Tehran and others: your only real deterrent is a nuclear arsenal, Parsi stated. This recklessness could make a nuclear-armed Iran inevitable within 5 to 10 years. Mission accomplished, narrative debunked. While President Trump claimed victory and portrayed the strikes as a decisive blow to Iran's nuclear ambitions, Parsi cast serious doubt on that assessment. There are credible reports that Iran anticipated the attacks and likely moved its enriched uranium stockpiles and sensitive equipment beforehand. The core of the program may well remain intact, he warned. Parsi further predicted that Israel would push for sustained military pressure, pointing to the recent uptick in covert operations, including the assassination of Iranian nuclear scientists, as evidence that the strikes mark the beginning of a broader, protracted campaign. Iran's response: all options on the table. Iranian Foreign Minister Abbas Araghchi swiftly condemned the U.S. strikes as outrageous and unlawful, issuing a stern warning from Tehran. The United States has crossed a red line. These attacks will have everlasting consequences. The Islamic Republic reserves all options in response to this blatant aggression, Araghchi declared on social media platform X. Regional and public fallout. Parsi also evaluated the broader regional impact, expressing skepticism that Iran's allies would immediately escalate the conflict. Hezbollah is already overstretched in Lebanon, and while the Houthis may launch symbolic responses, I doubt they're prepared for sustained escalation against U.S. assets, he explained. Inside Iran, public opinion appears fractured but increasingly volatile. The shock and outrage over foreign strikes are being matched by a growing fear of full-scale war with the United States. The Iranian public is torn, said Parsi. On one hand, there's an overwhelming demand for retaliation. On the other, people fear this could spiral into catastrophic war. A dangerous precedent. Beyond the immediate regional consequences, Parsi warned that the strikes have undermined global nuclear norms and non-proliferation treaties. This is not just about Iran. If major powers can bomb a country under the NPT without consequence, the treaty itself is weakened. This could open the door for a new, dangerous era of global nuclear instability. As tensions reach an inflection point in the Middle East, Trita Parsi's warning serves as a stark reminder that the path chosen by Washington and Tel Aviv may not lead to peace, but instead to a far more dangerous and nuclear-armed future.